It's June 23rd, 2023. I'm going to do a quick video on why we're suing George Bush in New York with the Vatican and the Empire of the City, which is D.C., London, and the Vatican, and multiple states, and the Pope, in Sarasota County, a connection, this Florida connection. See, there's been aqueducts for 200 years, 1 and 2, that came down to New York from the Catskill Mountains way up north. All this land can open now. 100 million a day it costs to maintain this thing. They got 200 New York City cops up here, and they flooded cities. All these cities are still flooding because the aqueducts, these tunnels, most amazing civil engineering I've ever seen done in the 1800s. They're old, they're crushing, they're leaking 35 million gallons a day since 1991. So when they did the towers right here, when they did the towers at 9/11, 2 planes, 2 buildings, well, 3 buildings went down. They were trying to crush Aqueduct 1 and 2 because Aqueduct 3's been coming around, and for 50 years they've been playing with it. See, they play games. Well, my site's only 25 miles out, right here. Cost $500 million to put in. They're spending $100 million a day. So I'm going to be saving New York $100 million a day approximately, so they can bring all the immigrants in. New York was built on immigrants, and the whole northern New York Catskills and all these cities open up. And we got DeSantis and Eric Adams playing on it as soon as I went up there on February 3rd. So they were trying to crush the aqueducts. It's a lot of concrete. They're pulverizing the aqueducts. If they would have crushed those aqueducts, which was a false flag for Iraq. Iraq was innocent. They got players over there doing it over here. Then you couldn't have got 5 million, 8 million people out of New York City. The water and power would have died. You could have killed the whole country, the whole financial center. And George Bush, Blue Gold Bush family, that's where I got Gilberti Blue Gold. Say, he was in Sarasota classroom. His father did the CIA. The Smith-Mundt Act is done by the CIA, where Hollywood and sells a story with CIA for manufactured news. They turned it on us in 2012, and they did the Boston bomb and Sandy Hook and all this weird stuff on everyone around my agenda. So we now know the Blue Gold Bush family into water wars with the CIA, and the Port Authority owned Building 7 with the CIA. The Building 7 went down. They wanted to pound it one more time. They just wanted to crush it. And by the way, the bathtub broke around the Twin Towers. So all of Hudson Rivers pours in their water, and they're calling it champagne water. All their water is heavily treated, and I can bring them alkaline blue gold spring water from a buried volcano at Washington Rock. Actually, there's other ones even closer now. The whole area was a mountain. Buried volcano is New Jersey, right next door. So why do I got to come all the way up here from Florida and fix New York? And why is all the New York people hiding the Florida project for the last 10 years? New York and Florida commissioners and politicians all need to be detained for U.S. treason, and then it needs to bleed into all the other states, because these underground rivers are everywhere, and we need to save New York right now. It's still under major threshold that it could fail. And we need to put my thing in right away and put the Florida in right away, and everyone gets spring water, and we all start moving fast. We need to arrest all presidents and all Florida and New York politicians first, and most of Congress, but we got to leave a few in so they can start telling the truth. Anyway, Gilberti versus 9/11 Blue Gold Bush family in Sarasota. They're all tied to Vern Buchanan, Bush, Rick Scott, Obama, Dems, and Republicans. They all got to go.